Greetings, everyone. This is Instructor Mustafa coming to you from MedJ International Services, located right here in the District of Columbia. Today, I want to talk to you about something that's really important, and this is we're dealing with carjacking and we're dealing with robbery, but the subject is you only have 3 to 5 seconds before they come and get you. Let me reiterate, you only have three to 5 seconds before they come and get you. You notice that carjacking, they say in the District of Columbia, is down, around the DMV is down, especially in DC. And it may be true, it may not be true. You can't always believe what you hear, but hopefully they're giving us some accurate information. But what I saw from like last year and the previous years and up in here, and just studying the time that it takes for those men, those young boys, those young girls, those young men, those young women, when they're about to carjack you, it only takes about 3 to 5 seconds, maybe like 2.5 to 3 seconds. Once they identify you, once they see that you may be an easy target, then they start their strategy. And their strategy is to get up on you as close as possible and as quick as possible. And what they like to do is either try to cut you off or come right up on you, right on the side. If your door side, your driver's side, and your driver's passenger side, and their passenger side and the rear passenger side, they try to get out the door to get on you. So the first thing that's going to happen is when they stop, the passenger side, he's going to get out. Then the rear passenger, they're going to get out. And then the rear passenger on the driver's side is going to come all the way around the trunk side. And then the driver, if he or she gets out the car, because they like to stay in the car sometimes, he's going to come around the hood of the car. So now that's only taking the passenger side. It's only taking them about 2 or 3 seconds to get out the car. From the time that they stop, from the time that they open up the door, the gun is already in the hand. They sling the door open and they come in like this. So now you only have maybe let's say 5 seconds to recognize that they're following you. Then you only got 2.5 seconds to react to get off 4 shots. If you have to utilize your firearm, and 99.9% of the time, they have a gun. They have firearms, plural. Maybe not everybody in the car, but out of 4, 3 do. And then the other one that doesn't probably have a knife or something else, some other kind of weapon on them. So you have to utilize that time. So if you're deploying situational awareness, which you should be doing every day, all the time, in your everyday life, deploying situational awareness, you would have seen this car maybe trailing you or following you. And you would have seen that there's possibly 4 people in the vehicle. Now, out of those 4 people in the vehicle, you notice where they are, you notice the position, you notice everything that's happening. You come to a stop sign, you come to a stoplight, you come to park your vehicle, and they jump up on you. They pull up on you, they coming out the car with their guns drawn. Now, what do? Now, you have to go through the scenario is that I deploy situation awareness, and I am a wear and carry licensee, and I'm a concealed carrier licensee. So I now, where's the position of my gun? Am I at 3 o'clock? Am I at appendage? Am I at 9 o'clock? Am I at appendage? Where am I? Where's my firearm? Because they're coming. So I noticed that they were coming. So my firearm is out. My firearm is out. Now, is it between your legs or is it in my hand? If I see him, my gun is, your firearm has to be in your hand. Because you've already noticed and observed that these people are following you. And they're looking at you. So you've noticed that they're coming up on you. Now, can you accelerate and leave? Have they blocked you in where you can't get out? Or have they come to the side and you have like maybe like a couple of inches to get out with your truck or your car, because they didn't block you in all the way. So you may get a little car damage, but you can't egress the way. Or have they blocked you in all the way? And now do you surrender, or do you present your firearm? You know, and do you have the ability to clear your seatbelt and the steering wheel to get to your target over here on the driver's side? Now, once you have done that and you are ready to deploy your firearm, you got to remember you only got 2.5 seconds. So they're coming at you. So do you want to take that driver out, the passenger out, front passenger out, and take the rear passenger out? Because it has to be 4 shots. Pop out, pop out. Quickly and accurately. So that means you have to train. So now, what do you do now? So if you have shot the driver's passenger side, and you shot the rear passenger person, well, what about the driver in himself and the driver's side passenger? That means you got 2 more people coming. What do you do? Now, most of the times, when you get into a gunfight with these young guys, because they aren't professionals, they aren't tier people, they aren't police officers, they aren't security person, they aren't people that train on a regular basis for scenarios just like this. They're gonna run. It's been my observation and studying these young men, when they get into a gunfight, they run. They run. Like most people should be doing, they should be running, you know. But when you shoot 2 of their comrades, now they're scared for their lives, so now they're running. They aren't going to stay in the fight and continue to take cover and start shooting at you, because they know they only have X amount of minutes before law enforcement comes. So if you're shooting, you've already taken 2 of their people away from them. Now they have to make a decision, either fight or run. 99% of the time they're going to run, but that 1%, you got to say, okay, they may be wanting to stay in the fight, and now they're shooting at me. So now I've taken these 2 out, but I'm still in a metal box. I'm in a box. I'm in a capsule. I can't get out. What do? I need to try to get to egress and leave the area. Because I've shot these 2 right here, and these 2 are going to run. Or they're going to stay if they've been, because they train, they do the Call of Duties and all the rest of the stuff, and they try to go in the woods and deploy some of the tactics from these video games. They try to do that. They understand cover. Now they're going to stay there and fight. Now you got to make that decision, what you're going to do. It's a lot. That's why you have to train. That's why you have to get with instructors that are giving you real world instruction, real time instruction, because your life depends on it. And again, I've said this over and over again, I'm in the life-saving business. So I'm trying to help you stay alive by providing you with empirical information that you can utilize right then and there. So you got to stay ready. You have to train. You have to be in your vehicle. If you are a concealed carrier or wearing carrier, anywhere in the nation, anywhere in the world where you may be watching this video, you have to practice somewhere where it's safe, where you can draw your firearm, clear your seatbelt, come over the steering wheel, present out the window, and take your shots. Now remember, you just shooting at 1 person, so this is a car over here. So you got 2 people coming over you, so you have to get in tight, pop, pop, and you got to turn here and get this second person, because he's coming directly at you, because they putting both guns on you. So they're coming out the car with both guns on you. So you got to understand that that's why it has to be quick. Before they getting out the car, you have to take the shots. But you got to make sure you see gun. Because if they're getting out the car without a gun, now you're liable you're going to jail. Or if you're taking the shots and you miss and you hit someone else and you hit these two here and you do get away because these other ones have run and they're not shooting at you anymore, you got to understand that law enforcement is coming after you to lock you up because you just shot someone. And it don't make no difference if you were defending your life. You still shot someone else and maybe have killed that person or seriously wounded that person, or that your bullet went into a house or an office building or something like that, or whatever. You're still responsible for it. So just having a gun, that's cool, but have you trained with that gun? In the car, in your truck, wherever you are, have you been over various scenarios? Now, if you're walking, getting out your car, you're walking up the street, a car's coming. 4 people, 3 people jump out the car. But in doing your walk, have you observed, are there any trees, big trees around? Are there any brick walls around? Are there any cars that I could get to maintain cover, but I can see where they are? Because when they get out the car, again, they like to flank you. You got people right here, but they like to come over to your left and come over to your right and come at you like this. So you can't move. So now you're trapped. So again, now if they're coming at you, you got a guy that's coming or trying to come around you, and you got another guy trying to come around, then you got some guy that's just coming straight at you. So what do you do again? You got to get off shots quickly and accurately. So you got to take these guys away from you. You got to take the closest people away from you first. Then those other people right there, if you taking care of the 2 that's on the front here, you got to move to the back because you need to see where they are. Because you have to maintain surveillance on this person or these people, because if not, they're going to come around and they're going to kill you. I've seen this happen. I've seen multiple videos where people had a concealed carry, had a firearm, but they didn't deploy tactics and they didn't have any tactics to get these people off of you. Look, 2 or 3 people shooting at you, you in a world, 1 person shooting at you, it's trouble. You got 2 or 3 people shooting at you or coming at you, you're in a world of trouble. Even the best of the best don't make it out of that. But with situational awareness, and if you can see them before they see you, you see guns before they get out of their vehicle, you take them out where they are, right then and there, before they get out the vehicle. You have to take them out. You have to terminate them before they get out the vehicle. Because once they get out the vehicle, now it becomes harder. Now you got cover, but can you fall back to another cover? Did you see that when you were walking? Or were you just walking? Look, your life is important, but you want to keep your life. You want to stay on the planet for a while because you know that it's dangerous out here and it's evil out here in this immediate communities. If you rich and you well off and stuff, you don't have to worry about this because this doesn't affect you because you don't live in the life of the red zone or in the red zone. This is the red zone. Any inner city, anywhere in the United States, a lot of rural areas, a lot of places in the South, a lot of people in places in the West, in the Midwest, it doesn't matter. You hear in it, and they have firearms, and the planet is an evil place because of the system that we live in. So this system is perpetuating evil all the time. You're being delusional when you don't think that and when you don't understand that and you don't prepare for that. You must prepare for these things. You must prepare for it. So listen, I'm having a class coming up on, gunfighting in the car. And I'm still doing my certification trainings for DC, Maryland, for Utah, for different other places also. Come out, take my classes, get informed, get ready, get prepared, and then practice. So when I go and I take you and I show you what to do, and we go through these trainings, when you go back home, this should be a group in the family. This shouldn't be just one person that's hogging the information. If you have a family, you got to go back to your family, sit your family down, and tell them that these are the things that you need to do. This is how, the who, what, when, where, why, and how you're supposed to be talking about. So look, stay ready, so you don't have to get ready.